Hello, racing enthusiasts, and welcome back to our channel, and today we have a fascinating video in store for you. We're going to take an exclusive look at the life and career of Hannah Schmitz, the head of strategy of the Red Bull Formula One team. Yes, you heard that right, we're diving deep into Hannah Schmitz, net worth, salary, and lifestyle. But before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our exciting updates. Let's kick things off by introducing you to Hannah Schmitz, the mastermind behind the Red Bull F1 team's strategic decisions. She's not just any strategist, she's the brains behind one of the most successful teams in Formula One. Born Hannah Macmillan and educated in London, Schmitz left Croydon High School in 2004 and started at Cambridge University the next year. Having had a keen interest in cars and engineering ever since she was a toddler, she led Cambridge's solar racing team to its first attempt at the World Solar Challenge in Australia. She was also a keen water polo player, apparently. After graduating in 2009 with a master's degree in mechanical engineering, Schmitz walked straight into an internship at Red Bull Racing that same year. Since joining the Formula One racing team as an intern in 2009, Hannah has risen through the ranks to become the race strategist of drivers Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. It is a job which requires adaptability and the ability to make quick, race-defining decisions under pressure, skills, some of which, Hannah says she first learned during her Cambridge master's degree in mechanical engineering. As one of the architects of Oracle Red Bull Racing's winning strategies, alongside head of race strategy Will Courtney and a large team of analysts, it is imperative that Hannah keeps a clear head, whether she is on the pit wall, at the circuit or back in the state-of-the-art operations room facility in Milton Keynes. After starting at the team as a modeling and simulation engineer, Schmitz quickly ascended to the role of senior strategy engineer in 2011, a role she'd held for a decade. But to most F1 fans, she rose to prominence with her winning call at the 2019 Brazilian Grand Prix. After a late safety car, she pitted Verstappen from the lead, but he flew back past Lewis Hamilton for the win, and Schmitz was invited onto the podium to collect the trophy. That win, alongside consistently accurate calls, earned her another promotion 18 months later, to her current role of principal strategy engineer, and she's already helped scheme the downfall of two F1 giants. Hannah Schmitz sits tall at the Red Bull pit wall every other race weekend, gazing down pit lane with her hands flat on the desk in front of her. It's a calm scene as Formula One cars zip past on track at well over 100 miles an hour. Some may not think twice about this gesture. It's a common resting place for one's hands. But for Schmitz, it's also a technique that projects authority and clarity. As the principal strategy engineer for Red Bull, Schmitz typically rests her palms face down when talking through strategy and sifting through data points, and sometimes during race-defining moments. Race strategy is key in a sport where positions and points can boil down to the milliseconds. Dozens of team members back at the factories and at the circuit are constantly sifting through data points and simulations, feeding gobs of information to the pit wall. When Schmitz is on the pit wall, her job is to account for those messages, the data and her own gut reaction and help produce a winning game plan. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner called this pit wall position as the linchpin. To put it in simplest terms, race strategy is about optimizing performance. Strategists like Schmitz take into account factors like tires, the weather forecast, track history and recent race analysis as they think about what rubber to use, when to pit, and more. Her job boils down to preparing strategies ahead of the weekend and making the optimal decisions, the race-winning, championship-caliber calls, in under 30 seconds or less. Schmitz has become a recognizable figure around Formula One, in recent years as she guided Red Bull through bold strategy calls. For nearly 13 years now, Schmitz has worked as a strategy engineer, influencing the formulation of race strategies. In her current job as principal strategy engineer, she looks at the larger picture and how Red Bull can win. The data Schmitz and her teammates consider when creating race strategy previews include historic track information and recent race analysis so they can better evaluate both car and tire performances. Hannah Schmitz has an approximate net worth of $3 million. She reportedly earns an average salary of $154,300, as her primary income source is her career as a principal strategy engineer at Red Bull Racing. Hannah Schmitz's current list of sponsors are not known in the public. However, it is understood that a popular F1 personality like Schmitz must have several lucrative sponsorship and endorsement deals in her pocket. Having a healthy average salary, she lives a luxurious lifestyle. Her father's name is Ian McMillan, while her mother's name is not shared yet. However, Hannah keeps her parents' details away from the media and doesn't share them with them. Besides, she grew up with her sister named Sian McMillan. Hannah Schmitz has been married to Marcus Schmitz since 2017. It is unknown as to how the pair met. They got engaged in 2015 and got married 2 years later. Till now they have had 2 kids. There aren't any pictures available of Hannah's family on the internet as she likes to maintain a private life. Hannah Schmitz has been an inspiration to many women for her achievements in motorsports, and her sheer presence on the pit wall is enough to scare any other F1 team. Her abilities are over the top, and the work that she has done for the team over the years is commendable. The team is lucky to have her as the brains behind the operation, because no one has and no one could do it better. The conclusion to another unmissable season will see the team aiming to fight at the front for more victories and extend further their leads in both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships. Schmitz and her colleagues have already started preparing and refining strategies for the upcoming circuits, and with unpredictable racing expected once again, there's only one thing we know for certain. With Hannah Schmitz and her team calculating decisions, Oracle Red Bull Racing will have all the information they need in the palm of their hand. As we wrap up this exclusive look into the life and career of Hannah Schmitz, the head of strategy of the Red Bull Formula One team, we can't help but be inspired by her journey. Her impact on the sport is undeniable, and her success serves as a testament to what dedication and expertise can achieve. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow F1 fans, and subscribe for more exciting content. Thanks for joining us today. See you in the next video.